Hello everyone. Okay, hello there. Here I am. We are going to be I'm going to be showing you how to make a decal that you can put on the Lego minifigure, specifically a clone trooper decal, because I think that's why all of you are watching. Now I have had quite a few people ask me about how I made my Shrek decals, which I showed you at the beginning. And this is how I made them. This is not how I think people should make them. I mean, it's pretty. I basically just read a little bit and improvised, but I think they turned out good. But I made it. I made it from a template, and so this is actually a decal index, and this has some good templates in it. It's pretty old, as you can see. It's from 2009. It was made in 2009, and yeah, it. I really only get the torsos and legs from here, just because it's the way that a lot of the arms on here are made seem really outdated now. But yeah, so let's start out. I'm going to do a control find. I'm going to search for template. So if you look, there are two templates. So the Clone Killer is actually a very reliable person on here. He's made a whole lot of things. So I'm looking to make a phase one. This looks promising. Let's look at this. This is with arms. Now these arms actually don't look too bad, but I'm still not into them. So I'm gonna actually use this one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a screenshot, but it's gonna be cropped. So Control Shift screenshot. So I'm going to select the area here like that. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to copy this to clipboard. Okay, so next, this is where the photo editing comes in. So this is called Pixlr. Pixlr X. I learned to use the original software called Pixlr, but there's Pixlr X now, and I mean they're pretty much the same. But it's pretty simple to use. It's online, so you can search it up on any computer. It'll pop up, and you can use it. So I have that image copied to clipboard, and some people were asking me about like how or why some of their decal templates were such low resolution. I will solve your problem here. And this might also be because, like I said, those templates from there are a little outdated. They're from 2009. So another option you can do is you can Google Clone Trooper decal templates. And this is actually how I got my Shrek. Actually, no, it's not. I got the torso from that decal index, and it actually worked okay. But you can see that there's some mixed results, but I am aiming to make a phase one grunt. So this is a pretty promising template. I do not want to use arms because arms get a little more complicated, but I'm actually going to screenshot this. You can use the template. It's the same idea, but this has better resolution. So screenshot. I can crop. Oh, nope. I'm going to crop out that arm. When we get to pixel, I can show you how. It's pretty straightforward. Ah. So yeah, Pixlr is a pretty easy to use photo editing software. That's why I am showing you how to use it today. So what you're going to want to do when you get to Pixlr, push Create New. And Full HD, even if your thing may not be in Full HD, it is easier to edit in Full HD, and in general, it'll yield a slightly better product. That's just what I've seen. So what you want to do first, you can, there's an arrange tool. Second down, you can see my mouse hovering over it. I'm going to expand this. Okay, so as you can see, it looks kind of blurry here. It is all right. That is all right. So that arm, we'll get rid of that in the end. But so right now, I'm just going to show you the basic drawing functions. So what I generally do, brush tool. I use the brush tool, pen tool sometimes for little tiny touch-ups, but select the color you want here. If you have a specific color you want, say like, I don't know, Shrek green, then there's this little dropper. So this is how I'd use the dropper. Let me Google something. I don't know. Red picture. So here's a red picture. I'm gonna go to this red, Control Shift, screenshot. Okay, copy to clipboard, and then I'll paste it here. So I can use this little dropper, come in here, select that as my color, and then you can undo. You still have that color, but the little red thing's all gone. So what this is how I would go about this. This is not how other people may do this, but basically what I'm going to do, start filling in this first chest plate with red. And this is kind of a timely process. It's not an exact science, but I mean, typically if there's any details on here, if you have the red, cover it up. It gives it a nice clean look. You want the chest plate to be like, shining plate of armor, not like a. You can have battle damage if you want, but I'm not doing that. So this will take a while, but typically what I do, I put some big dots on here, big globs. Now, this is, like I said, this is not the best template. So I have a very nice resolution template that I will put as a PDF in the description of this video. So yeah, you should subscribe if you learned something from this. Okay, so you get the idea. It'll take a little while to get it perfect, but if you want, so this is how I'll go about this, because the pen tool on here it provides some weird shading, and that is it does not look very good. Trust me, I tried it. It did not look good. So you can see me. Usually, if you have a darker color, you don't want there to be anything like lighter than it. So what I did before, I had like a little shading around the a little blur, I guess, around from where it transitions from white to black. But if you have anything else, it basically just looks like you I don't know, if you're in kindergarten, if you did like a coloring page, you filled it in almost perfectly, but there was just that little spot that you didn't get, and it just kind of ruins it all. It's like a crayon, where there's all those little white spots. Well, yeah, so it's not perfect here, as you can see. Definitely not perfect. Well, but this is a tutorial. You should definitely spend more time on it. I will show you what a finished product looks like after this, but next, I'm going to move on to how you should go about fitting this onto your person before you decal it. So, what I would do, so let's push save, download, copy to clipboard. I would go to Google Drive. I'm not going to go to Google Drive because that has some personal. Actually, yeah, I can. I can go to Google Drive. Okay, yeah. So, no storage. I don't care. Okay, so I go to Google Drive, and this just gonna use this document here. This is what I use for my Shrek decals to do this exact thing. So what I would recommend you do is if you have that photo copied that you just edited, what I would do if I were you, is put it on to your drive. So as you can see, it comes out very, very big. What you will most definitely want to do is shrink it down. Now, there are, like I said before, there are many ways of going about this, but this is the way I would do it. I know there are specifications for Lego minifigures that you can edit and stuff, but we're just not going to do that. So, what I do, you print this out. If it doesn't quite fit your minifigure, you just print it out a few times and Yeah, on a normal home printer, okay? You don't need anything fancy right now. So yeah, you do that stuff, and once you have like a good fit, it shouldn't stick. You shouldn't put water on it or anything. This is not on decal paper, just normal paper. You cut it out, make sure it fits on your torso. If it does at that point, actually I'd recommend you buy decal paper if you're planning to start any of this. But this is what I used: Sunny Scopa water slide decal paper for laser printer. So if you use inkjet water slide decal paper, it will actually you actually have to spray like sealant, like the type of sealant you spray on your decal figures, because it actually uses ink. This is a no, this is a different LaserJet ink isn't really ink even. So this is fairly cheap. I mean, you get 10 sheets, and I printed 10 of those decals you saw today on one sheet of this. So I mean that's about 10 cents per decal, which is a very acceptable price in my book. So you can get more if you want, but so the only type I have tried is like standard and slim. I have not tried slim. I would definitely not recommend it. Thick, I have not tried either, but I'd choose that over slim. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll cut to the outro now. Okay, people.